It's Travels and More with Jason. Well, I thought I'd do a chat because not that long ago, this is my 6-year anniversary of doing this channel on YouTube. And I thought, let's have a little chat about what I think and so on, and what my plans might be for future plans, and what I thought, and some ideas of what merchandise. Yes, I am going to be bringing some merchandise out soon. So yeah, so literally, okay, I've had YouTube for quite some years, but the only thing I was watching on YouTube back in them days, like a lot of us, was films. I wasn't watching live people. These days, yeah, I watch a lot of, one of the main things I watch is YouTube. And yeah, so around August or July 2019, I thought, well, I will start my channel up. And that's what I did. It was about travel. And it was originally just called Travels with Jason, because I just wanted my channel about travel. It would be about food, hotels, shops, so on, the airfare, prices, how you could do things, on a budget, and But then 6 months later, something happened. 2020 happened. And we all knew what happened in 2020, do we? So I don't need this, So I couldn't really travel. I was talking to my brother. I'm like, I can't do anything. I've just started. And he went to me. And I may have said this in another chat. He said to me, what about your collections? Why don't you talk about, film them? And I'm like, but I'm not a toy channel. I'm a travel channel, I am. I'm travel. And he went, yeah, so? Do what you enjoy. Because I had started watching toy channels or collector channels. And the first one I was watching was Richard Block. Well, actually, before Richard Block, I was watching one I am. Total arse. But that time I was like, yeah, you're alright-ish. But then I realised he was one of them. But he done me some favours, so he interviewed some other people, aka Retro Blasting, Luke Reynolds. Yes, Luke, that's how I found you, boyo. But actually, I believe I found you from Retro Blasting, actually, if I remember rightly. Not from that. Then, obviously, I found Dean from All Things 80s. A lot of these people I have been friends with. And I do class them as friends. So, big wide circle. So, then I started filming about toys and my collections and toy shows and so on. And started meeting, last year, I finally met a load of YouTubers. And yeah, I am honestly proud to class a lot of these as my friends. Especially ones I've met, and even the ones I haven't, we still talk a lot. My brother's like, and I'm not the only one. Let's say, had this from other people, so I'm like, you haven't met them. How can you class them as friends? Yeah, you do. Well, I'm back. Got myself a drink of water. Cheers. Yeah, so that's how I got on to doing toys, and I've met some good people. But yeah, some of the ideas I wanted to do never came to fruition. It all comes down to this, sadly. I went to my brother was on about this early on today, actually, where I filmed things complete and I would think other people may only film 5 minutes of it. I mean, I went to a thing called Fans Strike Back, and if you've heard of it, you know it's a Star Wars thing that showed you unmade props that had never been made, posters. There was quite a lot there. I mean, I filmed everything. It got about 300 views, where some others, because they got so much, you know, a lot of people will tell you that it does come down to subscriber count. It really does. And they filmed 10 minutes of it. Not even complete, like a little bit here, a little bit there. Missed so much. And it gets watched 40, 50, 60,000 times. And you're like, but you haven't shown nothing. So yeah, I guess to get a bit, you know, just get a bit underneath the skin sometimes. You know, because how much work you put into it. So yeah, I can understand where, you know, why a lot of people, I mean, so when I travel, I will show you what, I mean, I don't do a lot of editing. Because I like to show you, now, if I'm not being rude, I like to show it to you raw. I do. I'm not going to put something shiny on. I'm going to show you what the, basically when I'm travelling, I'm going to show you what the place looks like. If the place is messy, you're going to see it messy. It ain't going to be tidy. I mean, look at the background. Some other YouTubers will be tidied up and, you know, I'm going to show you what it's like. In from a filming to this. And I'm hoping this camera's actually straight. Is it straight? Don't know. Bear with me with my moment, ladies and gentlemen. Slight technical difficulties. Yeah, that's better. Maybe. Who knows? So, yeah. So, got to America. Gonna do what, really? Got Disney. And, yeah. Sometimes I wish I was born in America. Or lived there. Because, if you've done Disney stuff, blimey. Pardon me. So, yeah, I mean, you put Disney parks on, your stuff gets watched. I mean, we was out there. I filmed the Disney parks quite a lot, and I show you the full parks. I do. I don't cut bits. I show, you know. I mean, the day trips I do. But if I'm going to show you a tour of, say, Magic Kingdom, like the Frontier Town, I'll show you everything. Yeah, I mean, some of them videos done quite well. I mean, to my standard, basically back then, I mean, like 300, 400, 500 views. I mean, that to me, that was bloody brilliant. To some of them, only got 40, 50 views. I mean, basically when your mouse, you know, but like I've always said, it's always that subscriber count. And when it gets pushed, and that's why, you know, giving them one of there, sharing it, does really help the channel. Really does. So, you know, but, you know, I do everything. I am a mixed bag. That's why in 22, I think, 21, I changed my name from Travels with Jason to Travels and More with Jason. Because the channel wasn't just about travel. It was about everything. Everything I love. And I thought, yeah. Then, I'm sure it was last year. Or the year before. No, I do believe it was only last year. I hit the 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty certain it's only been a year. And now I'm literally short by about 15, hitting the 2,000 mark. All I can see is things going up. It means I just get some pocket money in. And it is pocket money. It's peanuts. But everything helps. If I get 40 quid in, that pays for a ticket for something, or I can build it up and I can buy things for the channel, like, because I want to buy one of them cameras that is on a stick, instead of using my phone. Don't know how good they look, really good, and they, because I film on my phone. So that's what, that's why I push the channel out if I can. But anyway, so what would I recommend? I mean, what was one worst places I ever been to? I'm going to ask. Well, you ask. And I would say it's a mixed bag. Now, 21, we did a mini trip of Europe. Me and my brother did. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we had to run on them, we did. When you got a bit of asthma, good. You know what I mean? And, yeah. Now, Paris, we did Disneyland Paris for the first time. For me, not for my brother. My brother, that was the second time for him. For me, it was my very first time. And sadly, we haven't gone back to it yet. But we will be. That's next year. That's future. And yeah. Brilliant. Now, the hotel we stayed in Paris for the Disney park was brilliant. Really was. It was in the Disney Circle. I think we paid £500 for the whole package. Hotel, the ticket. It was my brother probably commented, he will, and I'm sure it was a 3-day ticket we had for, I believe we stayed there for 5 nights, or 4 nights, or 5. Then we moved on to Amsterdam. From the train. Obviously, well, you can fly, but it's Europe. Use the bloody trains. I mean, you get a bus as well. You can drive, whatever. We're in Amsterdam. Amsterdam, I do love. I'm a city boy. I really am. I am a city boy. Yeah. Big city boy. And yeah, we got off the train, went to the hotel. We were meant to be staying at. Up 6 flights of stairs because there's no lift. And we got big suitcases. Didn't realise that. And yeah, steep stairs like that sort of thing. And there's a hotel with about 4 hotels in one. So a bit of a mixed bag. And yeah, the first room he gave us keys to. Horrible smell coming out of the toilet. Really bad. But once you open that toilet door up, oh, blimey. Went back to reception. Asked for another room because, like we said, it stinks. It gives us another room. That was even worse. I mean, it didn't smell, but we could not stay because we had planned. We're staying there for 7 nights. It was like, no, we can't. Now, I felt like Michael said to me, if you was online, you'd put up with it. And I went, yeah, true, I would have. Because it's just a room. But we opened the window. And outside the window was full of rubbish, where people have been smoking and just chucking the rubbish out, and they've never cleared it up. One of the beds had a plug by it, literally in the middle of the bed. So you would not be comfy. It was like, nah, we ain't staying. So we booked another hotel. Didn't get our money back. Tried to get a refund, just didn't get it. So, so mainly, the whole stories I say is about hotels. And some, I'll get on with it. So, we stayed in Holiday Inn? No, Ibis. Ibis. Right next to the train station. Now, I stayed there in 2019. I did. And it's literally my number 4 and number 5 video of my list that I started with. My first 3 or 4 was tips for Orlando. Save money. So it's my first trip. So yeah. And yeah, we paid a pretty penny. Well, actually, my brother did. Yeah, but it was worth it. That hotel was, the one we left. We paid £400 for that. And nah. Should have filmed it, but I didn't want to give them any advertisement whatsoever. Should have, in a sense, because I could put it on there. But I didn't want to, So, yeah. Now, nothing went wrong in Amsterdam, apart from that hotel. But we soon rectified that. And then we went to Paris, back to Paris. So we were going to Paris for about about 5 more nights. We were doing something like 2 and a bit weeks away we was. The hotel we stayed in was near Sacré-Cœur area. And hotel was okay. Nothing fancy. But you don't need anything fancy. As long as it's clean. It was okay. I mean, I didn't like the journey from the train station to it because Mikkel used to go taking the shortcut. You went past a load of homeless, and I just didn't feel comfy. I didn't. But yeah. Then something happens a little bit later. Once we get back, we was going back to Paris to do Disney again, and the next lockdown happened. And we lost our money again. Because that hotel, they wasn't in lockdown. We was again. And so we lost that money. They wouldn't even postpone the date or move it forward, move it so we could use it. No. So yeah. So, another bad hotel we stayed in. Well, actually, we phrased that. No, we didn't stay in it, because we didn't. Pardon me. 22. Drinking time. Cheers. Now, we're going to my first anime con in Tampa Bay. Now, we were going to stay in Tampa for 2 nights, because we're going to anime for 1 day. Then afterwards, we're going to have a look around Tampa, go to some toy shops, have a look around, explore, and so on. We go to the anime convention first. I think it was on the day we was leaving. It was actually the first time I've actually used a train as well. So it was like, yay, finally done a train. And, we get an Uber, picked up the Uber at the Comic Con, the Anime Con, and guy asked where we staying. We went Motel 6, it's on the dress. We're getting near. He's like, he pulls into his hotel, and he's if his taxi driver is really, concerned for us. He went, you sure you 2 lads are staying here? We went, we seen it. We're like, yeah, we are. He went, you sure? We went, yeah, we are. Okay, dropped us off. We thought, maybe it's not as bad as it looks. No. Anyway, first thing we noticed, there's a sign on the reception's closed. No pool. Due to certain rules. And it was like, but that's BS. Because our hotel and every pool that we're seeing is all open. It's like, yeah, that's BS. Anyway, along comes a reception, finally, and he's like, how do you, guy can even speak English or American or whatever. We said, we've got a booking. And, finally we got our room. Off we went. Tried the key. Couldn't get into the door. So we went back to him. Said, look, we can't get in. He came out. Tried. We're like, alright, thank you. And as soon as he opened the door up, I noticed it was flooded. I went, it's flooded. I show you a different room. I show you a better room. Best room. Yeah. Anyway, we get to this old room. Yeah, it was dry. Every door that Motel 6 had been punched or kicked. There were dents. I mean, yeah. I wonder if we actually would have made it out alive, actually, to tell the truth. Anyway, he opened the door. And obviously he went and got another key for this room. We went back to reception. He done another key. We went to this new room. And we're like, it was like, yeah, it looks alright. Then we started smelling the mould. And it was like, my brother went to me, we're an hour away from Orlando and we got a perfect room there. I went, yeah, Mikhail, I know, mate. Get an Uber back to Orlando. And I went, yeah, first I want to do what I want. It's still, because if you know America, a lot of shops don't shut till 9 o'clock. I said, I want to do this toy shop, but also I want to see if we can get a refund because we've been lied to and all that. And yes, he was trying not to, but if Dunbar Booking got Dom, rang him, spoke to the lady on the thing. I said, how bad things were. I said, there's no pool. The bloke's tending, he can't speak English. And she went, don't you worry. She rings me back. And he went, yeah, you're going to get a full refund. And yes, we did get a full refund. Well, that's good. So then I got on to, I did the Uber thing. I went straight to something Rat Toy Shop, or I can't think of the name, in Tampa, just outside Tampa. By that time it was 6 o'clock. 7, something like that. Really nice guy, and I believe it's his partner. And obviously I filmed it, so you'll find it in here. And yeah, but I actually had seen the shop by Emperor 101 or something. And yeah. And then we got Uber back. And I believe it was around 9 o'clock. The guy stayed open a bit longer for us. Because he knew we had made to explain things. I said we didn't originally plan to come tomorrow, but we're now going to head back to Orlando. Every Uber we had booked to go back to Orlando, cancelled. And I was like, oh my God, are we actually going to get back to Orlando? Finally, the 4th or 5th Uber connected and stayed on, went cancelling. Picked us up. Yeah, it's an hour away. I mean, I hope the guy picked up another return journey. And yeah, so yeah. That's really the horror stories I really have. There's other things. It's like them fast forward another year or two. Yeah, 6 months. That was 21. Yep, 22. Yep, 22. I went to Thailand for the first time to meet my partner, well, a girl I was hoping to be partners with, and I thought, no, really nice girl. Showed me around. I got no real horror stories apart from one getting ill. And I know what that was. It was a dodgy burger from Burger King. Funny thing, I said to Mikhail, I'll never eat another Burger King, but I have. I eat a lot over here. So, yeah. I believe it made me sick. I do. Don't know what else it was. So, yeah. Now, I mean, yeah, there were people trying to scam you out there. You know, try and do extra bar or two out, you know. And I was, I don't, most of the time I don't fall for it, or I let them think I fall for it because it's probably still a bargain to me. Yes, I mean, then I went with Mikkel. Again, nothing really happened. I mean, now, hotel we stayed in, really nice. And Mikkel fell in love with it. That's why we've gone back to it, and I've gone back to it. This is my full stay in this hotel, it will be. And we're like, yeah, really cool. But we decided to go and have something to eat one day underneath. And, yeah, don't bother. It's bar food and not very great. A lot better places. Really was. Really, a lot better place. I mean, I've had some really gorgeous food down there. Pardon me. Blimey. I'm drinking water. I mean, yeah, we've had the tuk-tuk drivers. Help me now. Or the taxi drivers. How much is... 1,000 Thai baht. Nah, sorry, mate. 500. No. 3. No. 1. Yeah, alright. It's like, why do you need to be honest? And it'd be fine. It was like one, I mean, he went to us, 500, tuk-tuk. And I knew it was literally 30 minutes away by foot, so 5 minutes on a tuk-tuk. Or 3 minutes. How fast they drive. And you're like, yeah. And we went, nah, sorry. And then he went, 100. I went, yeah. And he went, each. I went, nah. No. 50. No. I went, see you later then. We know where it is. And he kept on, and it was like, nah. I mean, literally, I think the most trouble I've had in Thailand is from some taxi drivers and mainly or tuk-tuks trying it on. Literally. I've had a lot of good food. Oh, wait. I love my food. Yeah, I do. That's why I got fat. But you see, I'm slimming down because I'm on a diet. So, yeah. So, let's talk about future plans, shall we? They're all past plans. Now, we did plan for this Christmas be in Japan. We've never been, and we thought, yeah, we're going to Japan. Then we looked at the prices, not bad prices, a bit cheaper than what we decided to do. And it was like, it's the same temperature as it is here in the UK. So, Christmas, cold. And we went, do we? Maybe not. And being that Mikhail's only been to Thailand once, and I've been already a couple of times, I don't think we had it talked when I went my third time early this year. And I said to him, why don't we do, he really thought about it, we have wavelengths, so why don't we do Thailand for Christmas and New Year. Yeah, so I had a look online. It's High Peak. Dearest airfare I've ever paid, £1,500. Ouch. Where other times it's only been 1,000. So, but it's peak season. So ouch. Where Japan was about that price. So we were going to pay around the same price for the fare. Hotel a bit more expensive, but then we decided we want to go back to the same one. So obviously we're doing Thailand for Christmas and New Year this year. Now, it's going to be interesting. Be away for Christmas and New Year. We have done a New Year, but we haven't done Christmas yet. Now, next year we haven't booked it yet. I'm already doing a mini trip in May. April, I'm also be back to the Toy Fair in Birmingham. May, I will be doing a little mini trip in Europe. I'm spending 10 to 12 nights. I'm going for 3 nights Dunkirk, 3 nights in Paris, I'll be by myself, then 3 nights in Amsterdam, and I'll be going to a toy fair. Because and some of us will be going, so I'll be meeting some other lads in Amsterdam, or the outskirts. And I'll also probably meeting, fingers crossed, retro toy guy Si there on his own territory, and Chris from All Things. No, not Chris from All Things. Chris from Chasing 80s. So, other people. So it's going to be interesting. And obviously, I've got ideas what I'm filming for that. Then literally 6 weeks later, I will be back to Europe again. This is a total different trip. We're going to be doing theme parks. So basically, not sure how we're going to start it. Now, we're probably going to go to Amsterdam first, but we're going to stop off in Paris first. And then get a train from Paris to Amsterdam. Then we're going to Efteling theme park. 3 or 4 nights there. Do the park. A little bit in Amsterdam. Maybe not. Because that's why I'm getting there about 5 weeks before to do a bit of Amsterdam. And then Efteling. Back to Paris. And then I think we go further on. We're not sure what country, if it's attached. We're going to Euro Park. No, we don't know it's on the border. It looks like it's on the border of Germany and France. Or it could be. So we're going to go there. And then back to Paris. Then we're going to there's 2 theme parks. Well, we're going to Astrax theme park, and then we're doing Disneyland Paris again, and then home. So we're looking roughly, I think we're doing about 2.5 weeks away. So yeah, and I think that would be our trip for, because apart from Comic Cons, I need to get some things sorted at home. I'm hoping I haven't told Mick Alphys, so if he'll watch this, we'll be like, I would like, we already have talked about this, we have. Now, 27th, he does know about this actually, we're going back to America. We will be. About July time, so my birthday-ish. And, back to Orlando, Disney, yeah. I'm hoping maybe if we can raise the money, I'm hoping for that Christmas and New Year, we will do Japan. But we got to work the budget out. We have. Because it won't be cheap. I mean, we're probably looking about £3 each. And we do want to do at least 24, 25, 26 nights sort of thing in Tokyo and explore, get around and do some theme parks. Well, Disney ones. And if there's any home ones, but I don't think there's any home ones left. So yeah, that's my future plans. I want to do some more Comic Cons and so on. But yeah. So that is my little chat. I mean, I think it's about 40 minutes chat. What my future and past plans and what, I have changed my style. I have. Filming, because it used to be that way at first. Then Mikhail said you need to go that way, and yep, a lot better. Because I was like, well, people watch it on phones. Yeah, they do, but quite a lot actually watch on TVs now. So yeah, and I do shorts. They're not very great. Well, I think they're great, but they don't get much views, and sometimes I think it hurts the channel. Sometimes. Who knows? I mean, I would love to say, because I'm also doing model shops now as well. I would love to say in a year's time that maybe about 3,000 subscribers. If I'm really lucky, maybe 4. That'd be really nice. And I can get more travelling done. Because my passion is travel. Really is. I mean, I think that's the travel in me. My old man, he should have loved, well, he didn't. But when he was early, when he was young, he did travel a bit. He did national service. And he was over with Far East. So, yeah. I mean, cool. Got itchy nose now. So, yeah. So, that's it, really. If you're new to the channel, give me a thumbs up. And if there's anything you're not sure about, you can ask me in the comments, and you'll find I always answer. I mean, alright, you can ask me any questions if I haven't answered already and things. As I've said, I'm like a lot of other people. I suffer with mental issues, and I don't hide things. I don't. That's why sometimes, a lot of times I'll film 5 things in one time. Because I feel good, and I'll rather, because it means then lots, I'd love to do some more live streams. But, so I want to do a live stream when I'm talking about anime. And chatting what it means. But I really feel I need somebody else with me. I do. So anyway, I'm going to go. Because I'm late. Because there's a live stream on that I need to go and start watching. So anyway, cheers. And wow. Cheers. 6 more years. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'll be doing this till I've died. Because I actually bloody enjoy doing it, I do. I really do. I think somebody turned to me. I've heard some of YouTubers say this, if they're from like the people they work with. Right, you got to stop doing that or you lose your job. You know what I turn to that employee or employer, I'll say, screw you, mate. I'm off. You ain't going to tell me what to do in my own time. And I know a lot of other people has done that. So, at some point, yeah. So, anyway, I will see you later. Remember, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon, join membership. Even give me a super thanks if you want. Because I've never had one of them. Yeah, I don't mind. But anyway, what's 99p by the way? Anyway, I'll see you later. But there's people I also watch that I really do enjoy. And I'm going to go. Not going to give you any names. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm off, and I'll see you all later. Bye!